He told me no, that the reason why he called them was that so that he called them so that both of us so he can watch me and the two men have sex together.
I don't understand. That's why I can do what?
He can watch me and the two guys that were his friends. And mind you, these two people that were his friends were his age mates, late 50s as well.
Like he wants to watch them make out with you.
Yes.
Your husband said so.
My husband says so. I was
Listen,
as shocked as you were when he told me. I started questioning him that I don't understand what you're trying to say. First of all, I remember I told you that I had dated somebody 2 years before I got into this marriage, and I left him, person I was dating, for my husband because I felt it was the right thing to do for my family.
hello, people, it's your boy Skito Comedy, aka Next Governor. Today we are in the studio to do what we know how to do best. Today matter get as it take no one be. This matter wear sneakers on top of rain boot, tie wrapper, con not tie, use gele finish up on top of another gele. This is just to tell you how serious this very issue is. This matter, now this sister here, and she bring this matter to my table. Just like I promised you guys, there is no time to waste time. I would like us to meet her so that she will narrate this story to you guys exactly the same way she emailed it to me that made me to invite her down to the studio. But do not forget that the only way you can get through to me is by my email. Now, may we dive into the matter. We bring us come here this beautiful afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, my sister, it is because of the gravity of the story you emailed to me. That is why I am hiding your identity. So I don't want to know your name, and I equally don't want to know the name of anybody that is involved in this very issue. But at the same time, I would want you to narrate this story to us once again. Why? Because behind you there is camera. We are recording this program and the world is watching. With me here is my seer, who by grace of God, he sees secrets and deep things, and he also knows when someone is telling lies. Be you who. So I appreciate you narrate this your story to him. Let him look into it to know the advice and solution he has to give to you concerning this very issue you brought to our table. So please speak out as you gently narrate your story to us. Thank you.
So this all started after I left secondary school. I left secondary school at the age of 21, and my parents didn't have enough money to further my education for me to go to the uni, and I had five other siblings that were also struggling to make it to school.
Okay.
So I stayed back. I helped my parents to run jobs. We were selling things. My mom had a kiosk where we sell beans and yam. So I was basically helping my mom to sell there, and we're making the little we can to feed, first of all. So my parents had already told me that there was no way I was going to further my education when my siblings were still in primary school and still trying to come up. So I was going to wait for them. Whenever we see money, we'll first sort their own bills before mine.
Okay.
So at that same age, at the age of 21, I came across this man who was old enough to be my father, and I respected him very much. He should be around his late 50s.
Late 50s.
Late 50s.
Okay.
So he was talking to me, and I would always tell my mother that I do not want to talk to this guy, that this man is too old. He's old enough to be my father, and I'm not going to be involving myself in such things. So my parents told me, my mom exactly, she told me that no, that life is not like that though. That if he gives me money, I should collect. She know that I know very much that they are struggling at home and they need the money for whatever we are going to do. I should collect the money. If I don't want to do anything, I can leave it.
Okay.
So I was still thinking about following my mother's order until he finally got the information of where I live. Because I met him at my mom's shop. So he got the information of where we live, and he came to our house, met my mother and my father. I was telling them of how he would take care of me, give them money, fund my brother's school fees, and make sure that everybody's living well so he can marry me. First of all, I did not buy the idea because there's no way I'm marrying somebody that is old enough to be my father. I told my mom that there's no way I'm going into that marriage room, that I can't do that. And at that point, I had a boyfriend that I'd already dated for 2 years. I told my mom I can't be marrying somebody that is old enough to be. My father and my mother were both encouraging me to go into the marriage and, try to save my brother so that they can go to school. They were all feeling me emotionally that how will I see somebody that wants to help them and I will not want to be helped.
Yeah.
So later on, I succumbed and we got married. Was taking care of my mother. He put my siblings through school. Every single one of them. They even started going to private schools. They were, dressing properly. Everybody started talking about us. How did they get their mysterious money all of a sudden? Some were even gossiping that my parents sold me out for money.
Hmm.
So sometimes I'll come back home, I'll, come to see my parents, tell them how everything is going. And we're living fine. He was taking care of me. I was driving the latest car. I still have those cars. I was wearing designers. I was he got me the latest iPhone. There was food in the house. His mansion is nothing to talk about. Like it was just so much. I was living a very, very much luxurious lifestyle. And I was also seeing it where my parents were. He got them in supermarkets. They were selling in the mall. People were coming to buy. Business was thriving. My brothers too were in school. All of them were doing very well. And I was thanking God that God has finally sent a helper to, move us
Liberate
out
your
of this our
family.
predicament. Yes. So I and my husband, after we got married, we went on a honeymoon for 6 months. We When we got back, we stayed there for quite a while. He was just spoiling me, getting me a lot of things, convincing me that I can actually stay with him and that he's not harmful. So I came back with him. We came back together after the honeymoon. And we were all good. Everything was moving so well. He would always check up on my mother. At times we'll go to the village and go and see my parents, and my parents would be thanking him for all the good things he had done. I remember one time when my mom was sick, he took her to the hospital, footed the bills, even the surgery that she had. He did everything for her without any single dime. No, he was not asking me for anything. He was not telling me you are indebted to me. I mean, I was so grateful and I thanked him. I thought that was how marriage was supposed to be. One day, he came back from work that day, and I was at home. And he told me that he would like to tell me something. I was like, "Ah, anything you want to tell me, that you've saved my life so much. So be gisting me, I will listen to you. You're my husband now. I can bear whatever you want to tell me." He told me that when the time when he will tell me that I will understand, but that when he's going to tell me he's still coming. So me, I was waiting for the day he was going to explain whatever he wanted to explain to me. I was a bit curious, but I just waited so it will not look like as if I'm meddling with his affairs. So he on another day, a different day up to I think that it was on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday. He came back with two of his friends. They came with their bags, packed their bags. But me, I was like asking him, are they staying over? Are they going to stay with us? Because the house is big enough to accommodate them. Yes. I was like, okay. So if they're staying over, let me arrange a room for them so that they can, stay. So I asked him how long are they staying. He did not answer me. I was like, I don't understand. He first told me I should take them to their room and make sure they are comfortable. So I took them to their room, gave them food. They, relaxed. So I went downstairs. I asked my husband, what is going on? You told me I should first take them to their room. What's happening? I thought they are just here for the normal holiday. And he told me no, that the reason why he called them was that so that he called them so that both of us, so he can watch me and the two men have sex together.
I don't understand. That's why I can do what?
He can watch me and the two guys that were his friends. And mind you, these two people that were his friends were his age mates, late 50s as well.
Like he wants to watch them make out with you.
Yes,
Your husband said so.
my husband says so.
People, do you guys hear this thing? Are you for real? No, are you being serious right now?
I'm being very serious. Very serious.
Okay, I'm
I was
listening.
as shocked as you were when he told me. I started questioning him that I don't understand what you're trying to say. First of all, I remember I told you that I had dated somebody 2 years before I got into this marriage, and I left him, person I was dating, for my husband because I felt it was the right thing to do for my family. And I'd not known anything concerning fantasies and all these strange things about sex. I was like, is this going to work? That is not making
Sense.
sense. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. And he told me it's not a big deal. I should relax. I'm going to enjoy the experience. I was like, which experience do I want to enjoy? I don't even know what you're talking about. Explain to me in details. He told me, don't worry, I should relax. So we're feeding them. I would always make sure that they were okay because they were my husband's friends. And we always go, sometimes we'll go out, we'll hang out. So I was just waiting. I was waiting to know when this thing he told me would actually happen because I was strange. Me, I was surprised. I thought he was even joking. I actually thought it was a joke. So maybe I thought it was a prank. So we go out, we'd hang out, come back. The house was very lively because of the two of them. Before I was alone. So on another day, my husband told me that the time for what he asked me to do has actually reached. To that was like after 2 weeks. Yeah, after that Sunday, they came back. After 2 weeks, he told me that time has reached. To that I should be preparing myself. I said, preparing myself for what exactly? I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what it is about, but let's just see. And I don't want to turn down the offer because I found out that if anything should happen to this man, I and my siblings will go back to abject poverty and be suffering. And I wanted my brothers to go to school. I wanted them to have basic education at least, and they were getting the best. They were feeding properly. Everything my parents own for now, as I'm talking, like he gave them every single thing, both the mall, everything. So I was like, if I turn down this offer now, I'm going to disgrace both my family and even the villagers that have been talking about us that they sold us for money, this one, that one. So I accepted. When I accepted, he gave me something to drink. I don't even know what it was, but I sure took the shot. I was like, so after a while, I started feeling very strange. Oh, I was like, I don't know, this thing you gave me is making me feel very tipsy, and I'm not really here. I don't know what's going on. He said, don't worry, I should calm down. That is what the drink is supposed to help me relax. So he allowed me to, go into the room where his friends were, and he sat down on the chair and was watching me and his friends have sex.
Hmm. Okay.
So I was at the point I'll just look at him, I'll be like, and he was really smiling. He told me that it was a fantasy, rubbish fantasy that I don't even know what exactly is going to be, adding to his body. So after everything, after they finished, I thought they had ended there. Oh. He now came and started cleaning up after them. It was so disgusting and very irritating. I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is not supposed to be. This is your fellow
Man.
man. Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing this. He cleaned up after them and told me that this is like the best way to enjoy our sex life. That is supposed to spice things up so that things will not feel so dull. I was just looking at him. First of all, I was irritated because how did my parents allow me to marry such a man without knowing that this was what he was doing? But I kept quiet because I don't want it to feel like, okay, you're complaining, you're not okay with what I want. Okay, now you now go back. Because he was always like, if you're not comfortable, I should leave, that he's not forcing me to marry him. If I'm not comfortable. So he can still as well tell me if I'm not comfortable, I should go. And if I go, he'll cut off the whole,
Thing is doing for the family.
finances. Yes. So I just stayed back home. I was looking at him. I thought that ended there after I saw the disgusting stuff I saw. It went on for months, months. I was like, is it not ending? Like I thought this is a one time
Stuff.
stuff, like it's a fantasy and it's one time. He went kept on going for months and more, and it has been really eating me up. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm to confront him about it, because every time I confront him, he'll threaten me and tell me if I want to go, I should go. That he's going to cut off all the finances that he's all the financial help that he's giving my family, which I do not want. So I've come here to ask for help or to ask for advice. What should I do? Should I pack my load and go and allow my parents to suffer, my brothers not to go to school? Or I should stay back and be watching him do his heinous act, because I don't understand what it's about. I feel very disgusted.
Okay, sister, I heard your story. And if I may ask, you think that thing he's doing is ordinary?
I don't think so.
You don't think it's ordinary, right?
Yes, I don't think so.
Because me myself, I believe there are more to that he is doing. Because no man in his right senses will bring another man to sleep with his wife while he sit down watching them smiling and enjoying it. No man will do that. So I think there is more to that, and we will find out soon from Sia. But in a short nail, in a short nail, my advice to you is that, my dear, it is better to suffer in the house of your parents than to be undergoing what you are undergoing right now. Yes. But first, let's hear what he has to say concerning this. I need to find out if this thing is actually ritual or just a normal something he's doing. People, you heard her story. So without wasting anybody's time, I want you people to cook up your advice for this young lady why I bring Sia into this very thing. Sia, ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Nwatakịrị nwaanyị a nọ n'obi anyị si n'ihe egwu ebe n'obi anyị bụ na ọ na-achọ ndụmọdụ na enyemaka. Nke gị onwe gị nọzikwa n'ihe niile ọkọ mere o ji achọrọ ya bụ ndụmọdụ. Mgbe isi gị biko dododo na etufuru oge ọbụla ka ị nebagodo ya na ya bụ ihe ka ị gwa m ndụmọdụ na enyemaka iwe ihe ya bụ nwatakịrị nwaanyị. Ekenekwa gị nke ukwuu. Okay, Sia wants to say something. Sia biko gaa n'iru ka ị gwa m ihe iwe ikwu n'okwu a. Ana m ege ntị.
Gụnwa bụ onye na-ajụ m ajụjụ a, so m wee gee nya bụ akụkọ. Ị chọrọ ka e were ekwe wee kụọlụ gị gwa gị na nya bụ ife abụla ife nkịtị?
Sia said, me that is asking him this question, that I listened to everything this young lady said, that do I know a soothsayer or a prophet to come and tell me that this thing that is going on is not an ordinary something? Sia, ana m egekwe ntị ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ọ ife m chọrọ ịjụ nya bụ nwatakịrị.
Okay, Sia said there is something he wants to ask you. Sia, gaba n'iru.
Ị chọrọ ịbụ nwa tụlụ eji wee chụọ aja?
Sia said, do you want to be an scapegoat, like a sacrificial ram?
No.
Sia, ị nụrụ ihe ya bụ nwata nwaanyị ikwu. Ana m egekwe ntị ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ife melu m ji wee jụọ ajụjụ abụla ife ọzọ bụ na o kwuru okwu gbasalụ na ọ na-eneba anya ka ọ ga-esi dịla ezinụlọ ya ma ọ bụ na ọ sị na ọ narọzi anụ.
Sia said the reason why he asked you this question is because you are thinking of how the situation with your family will be like the moment you say you are no longer going to marry this man. That is why he asked you this question. Do you want to be a sacrificial ram? And you said no. Sia, ana m anụkwa ihe ị na-ekwu.
Onye yi akpụ ụkwụ makwazi ebe ọ na-afịa ụfụ.
Sia said he who wears shoes know where that shoe inches him or her. Sia, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ọ bụ na ese na ị narọzi eme, mmadụ ayarọkwa anwụ.
Sia said if you say you are not going to marry anymore, nobody is going to buy yeks. Sia, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Maka na ihe o ji ga-eme mgbe nya bụ ife ga-abịa ụgwọ, ọkwa gụnwa ga na-akwụ ya bụ ụgwọ na-ata afụfụ, mana ndị ịkpọrọ ezinụlọ gị na-enegala anya a na-enwe aṅụrị.
Sia said this thing he's doing with you, let me hit it clear, this ritual he's doing with you, that he said time is coming when this thing will start manifesting, and while you will be suffering, your family will be enjoying. Yes, you will be suffering, buying in silence. You will be going through pains. Why these people you want to fight, you are standing for. The people you don't want to leave this marriage for their sake will be enjoying, and you will be going through pains. Be thinking about it. Sia, ana m anụ ihe ị na-ekwu.
Ndụmọdụ m enye gị bụ, ọ bụ na otu ị nọ na obi gị si gị n'ozugo na nke imele ezugo, ịnababe nna gị, mana ọ bụrụ na obi gị sikwa gị na gị nọdị n'ebe ezinụlọ gị anya ka ha wee rapụ ịta ọfụ ma gụnwa nwụwa n'ime nya bụ ife, ịnọdịzie ọgwụ kọrọ m n'ọnụ.
Sia said the advice he has to give to you is that if your conscience is telling you to leave this marriage for good, that you should do it. But if your conscience is still telling you to continue and be buying in silence while your family, you are thinking of how bad it's going to be for your family if you leave, that you should then stay in the marriage and continue to buy in silence. You heard what Sia said. He said that that is all he have to say to you. You have to choose between staying alive in your father's house or being married to a rich man who takes care of your family and be buying in silence. Which one do you choose?
Choose my family.
You choose staying alive in your family's house, right?
Yes. I believe that no matter how things are hard, that things will get better
Someday.
someday.
Yes, this is very, very important. This is the best advice you can give to yourself. Pack your things and go home. Tell your parents what is happening. And I believe that they will never, no matter what this man gives to them, they will never allow you go through such thing. It is an abomination. So please, young lady, run when there is still daylight. I'm telling you the gospel truth. And at the same time, I would want you to be on the comment section. Whenever I post this your program, I will call you to come online so that you will see the advice our family out there have to give to you. So that you pick some important ones, add it to what Sia said, the one Sia gave to you, and what I said myself. Put it to work, and I believe with that you will get a better result. Yes. I will post this program immediately, like tomorrow morning. I'm going to post this program. So I will call you, you will be online 8 a.m. in the morning. People, you have heard it all. So without wasting anybody's time, I want you to tell us how you feel concerning this very issue. What advice do you have for this young girl here? She's just 21, married to a man of late 50s. But I beg you, as you are commenting, comment respectfully. Do not forget to like and share after watching, and above all, subscribe to stay updated. As you continue to follow Skit Law Comedy to stay updated, as you continue to be a loyal and faithful fan, May God bless you now and always. Amen. Now you've watched this program and you learned something from it. Please, we need your support. And the support we need from you is nothing but just to share this video. Make it go viral for the world to watch and learn. And as you do so, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Eke, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Orie, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'Afọ, ọ ga-adịrịrị gị mma na Nkwọ. Ise.